new opportunities.
Brownfield Ag News. If it matters to farmers, it matters to us.
We are the keepers of the wild. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving the natural landscapes that define our nation. Nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters. Together with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 million acres of American wildlands. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
Country Mart in Salem is your party central. They have a great assortment of fresh fruit baskets, or if you need, meat and cheese trays, party sandwich trays, as well as fresh fruit and cheese trays available. Plus, perfect for small gatherings, they have a fresh smoked turkey breast that will serve 6 to 8 people. Country Mart asks that you please pre-order your party trays and fresh smoked turkey breast. Call 729-3455. Happy holidays from your friends at Country Mart, Highway 32, 72 East in Salem, here to help you save. Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem License Office, Roberts Judson Lumber Company, and the Main Street Country Corner Cafe, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
Monday, direct cash cattle markets were quiet and cash hogs were steady to higher. I'm John Perkins with the Brownfield Livestock Update. CattleCon is headed to San Antonio February 4th through the 6th. Visit convention.ncba.org to get registered and be a part of the cattle and beef industry's largest gathering. Direct cattle markets were quiet. This week's show list looks mixed, larger in Colorado, Kansas, and Nebraska, smaller in Texas. No bids or asking prices are available, with widespread trade possibly waiting until Thursday or Friday. Early expectations are for another round of higher prices this week. Last week, in light to moderate activity, live sales were $1 higher and dress sales were mostly up $2. Trade volume and formula totals were below the week before. Box beef did close sharply higher with moderate movement. Choice was up $2.99 at $325.37. Select beef was $3.63 higher, $2.94.76. The estimated cattle slaughter of 123,000 head was 5,000 above a week ago, with no comparison to a year ago. At mid-session for the Joplin Regional Stockyards in Missouri, compared to the auction on the 16th, feeder steers were 2 to 6 higher, with feeder heifers down 2 to up 6. USDA says receipts were up from that last test and above a year ago. Medium and large number 1 feeder steers weighing 700 to 800 pounds sold at 253 to 281. 8 to 9 weight steers range from 247 to 264.85. Medium and large number 1 feeder heifers weighing 6 to 700 pounds reported at 251 to 273. 7 to 8 weight heifers brought 241.50 to 253. Cash hogs were steady to higher with light closing negotiated numbers at the major direct markets. It was a slow start to the second consecutive holiday week, and the trend for the remaining business hours in 2024 will depend on how current buyers want to stay ahead of the new year. It does look like at least some buyers needed near-term supplies, leading to Monday's higher finish, but it remains to be seen how aggressive the rest of the week is, especially if domestic pork demand falters. National direct barrows and gilts closed $1.54 higher at the base price range of 73 to 80 for a weighted average of 78.81. Iowa Southern Minnesota was up $1.26 at 79.67. The Western Corn Belt was $1.84 higher, also at 79.67. Midwest butcher hogs were $2 higher at 52. Pork closed 71 cents lower at 94.36 on big losses in the hams and the bellies. The estimated hog slaughter of 490,000 head was unchanged on the week with no comparison to a year ago. I'm John Perkins with the Brownfield Livestock Update.
When a parent sees their child smile, they see hope. Aleem hoped that his son Rajib would have an easier life than he had. You see, Rajib, just like his father, was born with a cleft. But thanks to Smile Train, both father and son received free, life-changing surgeries, transforming their smiles into symbols of hope. To learn more and support the Global Cleft community, visit smiletrain.org/learn. Smile Train, changing the world one smile at a time.
My doctor said I could use something called a biosimilar. Then she told me what it is.
A biosimilar is a type of biologic medication. Just like brand name drugs have generic versions, original biologics can have biosimilars.
So I asked what the benefits are and if they work the same.
Biosimilars have the same safety, effectiveness, and quality as the original biologic. They also offer more medication options at potentially more competitive prices.
My doctor said I could learn more at fda.gov/biosimilars.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time to take a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Glenn Allen Hall, age 69 of Salem, passed away Thursday, December 19th. A memorial gathering will be held this evening for family and friends of Glenn Hall from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. And all arrangements for Glenn Allen Hall of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Lee Cordell Malone of Rolla passed away Saturday, December 28th at the age of 90 years. Funeral services with military honors for Lee Malone will be held at 12 noon Monday, January 6, 2025 at the Rolla Chapel of James Gar Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends will also be on Monday, January 6th from 11 a.m. until service time at 12 noon. And all arrangements for Lee Cordell Malone of Rolla are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Rolla. Barry Lynn Pryor of Birch Tree, Missouri, passed away Monday, December 23rd at the age of 68 years. Funeral services for Barry Pryor will be Tuesday afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Barry Pryor will also be Tuesday, starting at 11 in the morning and continuing till service time at 1 o'clock. And all arrangements for Barry Lynn Pryor of Birch Tree are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Frida Nadine Strickland, age 70 of Bixby, passed away Tuesday, December 24th. Funeral services for Frida Strickland will be Friday morning, January 3rd, at the Wilson Mortuary Viburnum Chapel. Visitation for family and friends will be Thursday evening, January 2nd, from 5 to 7 p.m. Barry will be in the Dotson Cemetery. And all arrangements for Frida Nadine Strickland of Bixby are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Viburnum. Jessica Elaine Mason, age 77 of Viburnum, passed away Thursday, December 26th. Memorial services for Jessica Mason will be at 5 o'clock in the evening, Saturday, January 4th, at the Wilson Mortuary, Viburnum Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Jessica Mason will be held from 3 in the afternoon until service time at 5 o'clock. Burial will be at a later date in the Arcadia Valley Memorial Park in Ironton. Memorial contributions may be made to either St. Jude Children's Hospital or Shriners Children's Hospital. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Jessica Elaine Mason of Viburnum are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Viburnum. Chantel Young, age 56 of Salem, passed away Saturday, December 28th. Funeral services for Chantel Young will be Monday, January 6th at noon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Chantel Young will also be on Monday, January 6th from 10 in the morning till service time at 12 noon. Burial will be at the Minor Cemetery, and the family of Chantel is asking that you wear bright-colored clothing in her honor. Memorial contributions may be made to Wilson Mortuary to help with final expenses. Memorial envelopes will be available, and all arrangements for Chantel Young of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It is now time for a look at local news. It's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. An accident occurred Monday evening at 519 on Highway 72 north of Salem near Dent County Road 2230 that took the life of a 72-year-old female pedestrian. According to the Highway Patrol report, the woman entered the roadway in front of a southbound 2007 Dodge Charger driven by a 35-year-old Salem female. The victim was taken by Salem Memorial Ambulance to SMH, where she was pronounced deceased at 6 o'clock by Dr. Charles Featherly. The Dodge sustained minor damage and was removed from the scene by Whitaker's Towing. The Board of Aldermen were to hold a special meeting Monday night at 5:30 in the Old City Hall Auditorium to hear the first and second readings of Bill number 3636 that would approve the change order number 2 for the City Sidewalk Tap Grant Project. The board was also going to discuss and hold the first and second readings of Bill number 3637 that would amend items A and B from Section 710.330 regarding sewer billing. However, there were not enough members of the Board of Aldermen of attendance to establish a quorum, so the meeting was canceled. At this time, we have not been made aware of when the meeting has been rescheduled. Dent County Collector Shannon Van Kirk reminds everyone that her office in the Dent County Courthouse has extended hours for those wanting to pay their tax bills today. They'll be open until 5:30. Now, if you're mailing in your payment, it must be postmarked no later than today, and she recommends that if you wait until today to take your envelope inside the post office to have it hand-stamped at the window. Don't forget, there's also a drop box in the front of the courthouse at the southwest corner of the courthouse square where you can leave your payments through midnight tonight. Payments can also be made online by following the instructions on your real estate and personal property tax bill. The Dent County Commission held their regular meeting Monday morning at the Dent County Courthouse. It was the last meeting for outgoing Commissioner Wes Mowbray and Gary Polk, and presiding Commissioner Gary Larson wanted to thank them for their time serving the public in their roles as district commissioners. Mowbray served the county for 4 years, while Gary Polk served the county for just under 2 years. Mowbray said he learned a lot from his 4 years, including parts of the position of commissioner he didn't even know existed. Polk also stated the job was very educational and he appreciated being given the opportunity to serve the public. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Mowbray said the work crews would be servicing a grader to finish up the year. District 2 Commissioner Polk stated that rock would be added and grading done on Dent County Roads 4370, while only grading would be done on County Road 3180. He also said crews would be installing a spreader and plow on truck number 116. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said the courthouse would be closed New Year's Day. Dent County Clerk Angie Curley said the swearing in of the newly elected officers would be at 10 o'clock this morning in the courthouse in the upstairs courtroom. She also said there would be her office would continue to work on the budget that the county will be working on in 2025. At the last meeting, Michael Smith with Hope Construction finished fixing the water leaks in the Judicial Building and the County Annex Building. Mike Elliott from Town & Country Insurance came in with the new coverage form for the county auto and property insurance. The new annual premium is $268,539. The next meeting will be Thursday morning at the courthouse, and the meeting will be open to the public. Colonel Eric T. Olson, the Superintendent of the Missouri State Highway Patrol, who will be retiring February 1st, 2025, after almost 5 years as superintendent and 34 years as a member of the Missouri State Highway Patrol, encourages everyone to make good decisions regarding their New Year's celebration. No one wants to start 2025 with a traffic crash or DWI arrest. During the 2023 and 2024 New Year's period, which was a 72-hour counting period, there were 821 traffic crashes with 293 traffic crash injuries, 9 traffic crash fatalities, with the Missouri State Highway Patrol issuing 139 DWI incidents in Missouri. The 2024-2025 New Year's counting period begins at 6 o'clock this evening and ends at 11:59 tomorrow night, Wednesday, January 1st, 2025. If your plans to welcome in the new year include alcohol, please designate a sober driver to ensure you arrive home safely. The roadway is no place for a driver under the influence of drugs or alcohol. If you kill or injure someone, you'll pay the price for the rest of your life. If you plan to drive this year's, remember to buckle up and make sure all your passengers do the same. Pay attention, obey all traffic laws, and when in doubt, yield the right-of-way. Be sure to use your turn signal to communicate your intentions. Download the MoDOT Traveler Information app to your smartphone and check road conditions before you travel tonight. Allow extra time during inclement weather or consider staying home. Missouri law states if you're using your windshield wipers, your headlights must be turned on. Public is encouraged to call the Patrol's emergency assistance number 800-525-5555 or star 55 on a cellular phone if you witness criminal activity or experience an emergency. Each January, EPA seeks to raise awareness of radon exposure during National Radon Action Month, encouraging residents to protect themselves and their families by having their homes tested for the presence of radon. Radon is a naturally occurring radioactive gas that cannot be seen, smelled, or tasted. If left untreated, radon can build up indoors, leading to adverse health effects. After smoking, radon is the second leading cause of lung cancer in the United States, taking the lives of approximately 21,000 Americans every year. Radon exposure is a preventable health risk, and testing for radon can help prevent prolonged exposure. Many homes in EPA Region 7's four states are located in areas that fall within EPA Radon Zone 1 or 2, indicating high or moderate potential for elevated radon levels. It is estimated that on the average, 1 in 3 homes in Missouri have dangerously high levels of radon. To see if your home is in one of these areas, check EPA's website to view a map of radon zones for Missouri. To learn about radon and what you can do to protect you and your family from the dangers of radon, the University of Missouri Extension invites everyone to watch a virtual program on Tuesday, January 14th at 6:30 from the St. Louis County Library. Registration is required, and participants will receive Zoom login information via email immediately after registering. The program will be recorded and sent out to those who register following the live webinar. For those interested, free radon test kits will be mailed to participants. To register, go to the St. Louis County Library website at www.slcl.org. Click on Events and Classes. Click on the Complete Events Listing tab. Scroll down to Virtual Events and click on the All Online Events at the bottom of the Join Virtually box, where you can find and register for the event for free at the heading Virtual Program National Radon Action Month. The EPA recommends taking action to fix your home if you discover radon levels above 4 picocuries. Yes, that's what it says, picocuries per liter. If your home does have elevated levels of radon, a qualified professional can install a system to lower your indoor radon levels. For more guidance on how to address radon risk, see EPA's radon website. The EPA site will list suggestions on how to check for radon from January 27th through the 31st of 2025. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem Campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
So this new dose is, well, nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
Oh, new prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see if these are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
Have you been to agroamerica.com? What are you waiting for? One site, one app, one stop for 24-hour ag news and podcasts. Ag news from the best reporters and podcasters, plus a steady stream of country hits for free. AgriAmerica, the place for timely, accurate, and dependable ag news. From the cab, to the truck, to the barn, to the kitchen. AgriAmerica is ready to arm you with the knowledge you need as a farmer or rancher. Grab your smartphone and get it today. AgriAmerica.
Country Mart in Salem is your party central. They have a great assortment of fresh fruit baskets, or if you need, meat and cheese trays, party sandwich trays, as well as fresh fruit and cheese trays available. Plus, perfect for small gatherings, they have a fresh smoked turkey breast that will serve 6 to 8 people. Country Mart asks that you please pre-order your party trays and fresh smoked turkey breast. Call 729-3455. Happy holidays from your friends at Country Mart, Highway 32, 72 East in Salem, here to help you save.
Millions of Americans take medicine like Ozempic and Zepbound. Many of them are overpaying by thousands of dollars a year. These GLP-1 medications for diabetes, weight loss, and more may not always be covered by your insurance, but GoodRx can help. GoodRx helps you save every month on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, it's free to use. Check GoodRx to save on GLP-1s. Just go to GoodRx.com/GLP. That's GoodRx.com/GLP. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Show Me Today is our daily radio program featuring stories across Missouri, introducing you to fellow Missourians from the farmlands to festivals, lawmakers and lake lovers, fitness experts, and food adventurers.
Oh, wow. Thanks for the introduction.
Good, fun stories, and we always ask the right questions.
That's a great question.
Search Show Me Today on your favorite podcast platform.
And you can go to our website, too.
That's MissouriNet.com. We are the voice of Missouri.
Show Me Today.
It is now time to take a look at local and regional sports, being brought to you as courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem basketball Tigers were defeated by the Licking Wildcats yesterday in the consolation final at the Kabul Holiday Tournament by a score of 65-53. Lincoln Thomas was selected to the all-tournament team. Congratulations, Lincoln. The Mizzou football Tigers defeated the Iowa Hawkeyes in the Music City Bowl yesterday afternoon by a score of 27-24. Brady Cook threw 18 of 32 for 287 yards and 2 touchdowns. Accounting for the majority of those passing yards was receiver Marquis Johnson with 7 receptions for 122 yards and 1 touchdown. The Mizzou Tigers finished the year with a 10-3 record. The Mizzou basketball Tigers faced off with the Alabama State Hornets yesterday evening. Tamar Bates led the Tigers in scoring with 16 points on the night as the Tigers defeated the Hornets by a score of 82-65. The Tigers will face the second-ranked Auburn Tigers this Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock, and you can listen to that game live on KSMO 1340 AM or on 95.7 FM with coverage starting at 2:30. St. Louis Blues will play the Chicago Blackhawks this afternoon at 4 o'clock, and you can listen to this game this afternoon right here on KSMO Radio with the pregame starting at 3:30. And that's been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, good afternoon. I'm Tim Fisher. We'll start with college football, where the Missouri Tigers yesterday knocked off the Iowa Hawkeyes 27-24 to win the Music City Bowl. The Tigers would have to come from behind on 3 separate occasions, but 2 Blake Craig field goals of over 50 yards in the fourth quarter gave them the tie and eventually the victory. Head coach Eli Drinkwitz.
If you're going to be the best at whatever you do, you got to have a finisher, fight to the finish spirit. And it's just something that, we talk about start fast, finish strong all the time as one of those things that's important to our program. And I just felt like these seniors had come this far. We just needed to finish. We needed to finish, and what they did in the fourth quarter today.
Brady Cook finished out his college career throwing for 287 yards and 2 touchdowns. Mizzou finished the season at 10-3, winning double-digit victories for a second straight year. Again, Mizzou knocked off Iowa 27-24 to take the Music City Bowl. To men's college basketball, where Mizzou finishes out the non-conference portion of the schedule yesterday with an 82-65 victory over Alabama State. Mizzou upping their record to 11-2 through the non-conference schedule. Head coach Dennis Gates.
We were so close to being a 13-0 team. A couple possessions here and there. First game of the season. Obviously, we getting to know each other. And our Illinois game, 3 points, 1 possession, could have gone the other way for us.
The Tigers will open up SEC play as they face off with second-ranked Alabama a week from Saturday. On the schedule today, this afternoon, the St. Louis Billikens in Atlantic 10 action are in Fordham to take on the Rams. Finally to hockey, where the St. Louis Blues take on the Chicago Blackhawks this afternoon in the NHL Winter Classic, playing in the baseball home of the Chicago Cubs of Wrigley Field. I'm Tim Fisher, Missouri Net Sports.
Have you been to agroamerica.com? What are you waiting for? One site, one app, one stop for 24-hour ag news and podcast. Ag news from the best reporters and podcasters, plus a steady stream of country hits for free. AgroAmerica, the place for timely, accurate, and dependable ag news. From the cab to the truck to the barn to the kitchen, AgroAmerica is ready to arm you with the knowledge you need as a farmer or rancher. Grab your smartphone and get it today. AgroAmerica.
Day 1. The hardest day. The day you hear,
"This is a type of blood cancer."
But day 1 is just one day. At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day 1.
On day 45, I discovered an online community who shared great tips for in-treatment care.
I missed a lot of school during treatment, and LLS helped me keep up.
To learn more and get help on day 2, day 28, or any day, please visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This Spotlight on Soybeans is brought to you by Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff. Missouri Soybeans' new strategic plan puts priority status on research partnerships. CEO Gary Wheeler says that goes hand in hand with another strategic plan priority.
Initially, it is all about education and showing the farmer and our partners what can or can't be done. If it can't be done, it's still a win. If it can be done, it's even a bigger win.
Wheeler adds that no matter the outcome, research funding is not wasteful.
Out of 10 projects, you might get 1 or 2 that's successful. the other 8 are still successful because you know not to go down that road again. Don't spend your money going down that road ever again. We know that.
The new strategic plan is for the next 3 years. Learn more at mosoy.org and on the Spotlight podcast from Missouri soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Here at KSMO Radio, it is now time for news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned. After the top of 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out: the Salem United Methodist Church, Dent County Health Center, and the local on 4th Street, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained Town Screen in Salem.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. Needs help?
Missouri Net News. I'm Dale Forbes. Members of Congress don't get rich from their paychecks, but they can from buying and selling stocks. Missouri U.S. Senator Josh Hawley says he won't stop pushing his effort to ban stock trading among congressional members. He tells Missouri Net several members made what he calls a gob of money right before the pandemic broke out.
By selling and buying companies that had to do with health care, had to do with vaccines, had to do with medical supplies and masks, multiple of these people were actually investigated by federal agents because it looked so bad. It looked as if it were insider trading, but in fact it wasn't technically insider trading.
You're reminded that celebrating by firing gunshots into the air is illegal. Legislation called Blair's Law was passed in the most recent legislative session. The law beefs up some criminal penalties for celebratory gunfire that injures or kills somebody. This is Missouri Net.